Hello everyone, this is Nitin here. How you guys are doing? So in this watercolor tutorial, we are going to learn how to make watercolor painting using layers. Yes, layer is something is so important in watercolor. And today we are going to learn that how to make a very simple painting using these layers. So let's go ahead and start with sketch first. So I'm just using a very simple, the drawings, which is kind of a cityscape having some tower, couple of tower in in a background, and front we will have some sort of the crowd, the people are walking around, and few vehicle around moving. So that's the kind of story we will have, and we are going to paint this with a very simple method using those layers. So let's complete this sketch first. So here's the car, and though it doesn't look like a car, but yes, this is what we we can do. Wonders. We really don't need to create everything so much obvious. It's there already, right? So let's start. So this is my color palette: ultramarine blue, sap green. This is burnt sienna, orange, and sepia, and I'll be using all of these color. So let's start. So remember that when we're doing the first layer, you need to take a lot of water on your brush because your paper is dry and it absorbs a lot of water. So as you can see in my brush, I have taken much and much water, and I'm still using a lot of water. You can just play around the various the color you want in your painting, but remember that currently it looks so so charming, but once it get dry, your your painting will get absolutely dull, and it won't look pleasant when it get dry. But don't worry, that's a kind of the characteristic of watercolor you will get, and that is something is fun to work, right? So this is the very first layer, okay, and enjoy this process. So right now I'm using yellow ochre and mixing with ultramarine blue. So as I said, this is our first layer. Remember this, do not work on your first layer until it's get dry. So now you can see this get dry. Now this is the time when you're going to start doing the second layer. So let's go ahead and do the second layer. So in the second layer, what you do is you'll not have a much water in your brush. It's a moderately you'll have a water in your brush, and you can just take it. I'm just making it very simple for you to understand. I've just taken a very simple color, and straightforward I'm just applying this color into your drawing. Now thing is, do you want to settle with only one color, right? No. So you want to mix with a different color also. So here it goes. I want to make a little depth when I'm going down, and this is the kind of layer, the kind of a characteristic you wanted to bring, right? So the moment you're going down, right, of the tower, you'll have a little depth, and you can just play it on, just keeping some color here and there. So my attempt here to make this very simple for you to understand how layer system works in watercolor. Now you got it, right? What I'm doing. So here again, now you see my brush, it has a very less water, and the color, the temperament of the color is also, changing. Now you see the behind the tower, the another tower, which has a very slightly lighter version of color. And how did that happen? It happened because I have taken less color, and I mix with a lot more, water with a very less color. And at the moment, because we wanted to express your perspective, things, those things are quite far from your eyes, so you need to make this, you know it's very, those buildings are quite far from your eyes, things are very far. So when you are representing things which is very far, you need to make it lighter. And how you will make it lighter? You will be making, using a lot of water, giving a very light version of that same color. Now you see how I'm making the depth and bottom of this building, and I'm leaving that white space. Those are the human figure which will work just right after some time, and we are leaving some space there. Those are expressions of our, our creative desire to make those things as whatever you want. You want to make a, some building, the smaller building, or some coffee shop, or whatever you want, whatever you feel is most appropriate there. And just here and there a little bit of work. Now I'm just playing around with color. My color is on top of this tower, still having some bit of moisture. So I wanted to play around a little bit of it. I want to give a little depth there. And why I'm doing this, let's understand this. The reason I'm doing it, because you don't want to have one single plain color in your painting. There should be variation of the color in your layers. And this is what the layer does. The second layer gives a complete personality of your painting, right? And do not hesitate to take your creative desire, whatever you wanted to do in your painting, just do it. Now I want to make those glasses there for the building, a little bit of work. So what I did is I have just toned it down, temperament of the color, taking some bit of water, very less color. So these are the layers I'm talking about. These are not just a layer. These are the expression of your mood, your ability, or your confidence level, which gives you a lot of a hell lot of courage to go and make mistake. So doing such kind of a watercolor sketch in a layering system is really, it's an awesome thing, right? And you will see that in how things are changing, and every day you will see there is a remarkable changes happen to your art. And remember, I was talking about the car. Let it be car. We know what car it is. We know how the car looks like. Do we need to make that so obvious for your viewers? Let them feel that there is a car. Give them the sense of having that objects available in the frame of your painting. And that's the whole set of mindset you should have. A lot of people are saying, people are criticizing because I'm making car in a different way. So what? Even if it is in a different way, you are inventor, you are creator. So let's create what you desire, what you believe in. So this is again, most of the things are happening in these layers. So you can call it as a second layer of your art expression. And these layers defines the painting. Most of your, most of the things you will be completing here itself, everything will become so obvious. You got that? Be very free, my dear friends. Until and unless you'll not set yourself free to make watercolor art, it's not going to help you. So make sure whatever you are doing, do with full confidence. Don't just stuck with the basic, working on the basic for years and years. I've seen many people, they are just struggling with the basic. Come on, come out of those basic things. There's nothing like a basic. Basic is having some bit of understanding. Just learn it and come out from there and do some magical things, something like this, working with layers. So remember that when you're working with a layer, your first layer, what you have seen, is let it dry first completely. Do not work until your first layer doesn't dry completely. Until and unless you want to make a wet on wet sort of painting. So these humans are coming out in the picture. You can see those, not very obvious, but gives an impression to our audience that there is a human crowd there walking around. So I would request you to share this video with a lot many people whom you believe that they love art and they want to learn watercolor art. So it will be really helpful if you can share this tutorial with them, and follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of activities on my Instagram page. You can see, you can learn, you can get inspired, and you can inspire me as well, right? I do a lot of activities in my Instagram page, so please follow me there. The link I've given in this video description down below, and try to join my watercolor skills air class. Those classes will take you in a next level of your watercolor passion, and a lot of students are actually are making a lot of difference to their life, because they are now creator. They are the creator of their creative desire. They are making watercolor art using my watercolor tutorials. So I would request you to check all of my classes and skills here, join them. I have a set of classes. It's there, available in video description, all the classes, the link. You can just go through that, my classes. And here we go. This is absolutely, we have reached our almost end of this painting. And what we did, we haven't done anything. What we have done is worked with layers, with more confidence and without any expectation, as I said most of the time. So ladies and gentlemen, here is this painting. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I'll come with a new video very soon.